Hi children, good morning all of you. How are you all doing? I think you are all doing well. Okay, children, yesterday I posted you a video about maps in our textbooks. So we have gone through that how different people made maps in different times. And yesterday we have discussed that the map how the maps were developed in modern times by whom. Yeah, very good. What was his name? Gregorius Mercator. So Gregorius Mercator of which country? Holland. He is what known as the father of Dutch cartography. Children, Holland is also called Dutch. The people of Holland in Europe are called Dutch. So what do you mean by cartography? We already discussed it. Cartography is nothing but art of making maps. Okay. So what is this uniqueness? So what did he develop here? Projection. We have already seen that in order to make maps. So he has followed a new method in making maps by drawing lines, vertical lines and horizontal lines. So in order to show the exact position of the places, he has started making of this what projection. This projection is what actually called Mercator projection. So or is also what called Mercator method in making maps or Mercator's projection. Okay, see children, we know that we were ruled by many European countries. Like what? Who were the first people visited our country? Yeah, very good. Portuguese, isn't it? So Vasco da Gama in the year 1498 he discovered sea route India, and later many Europeans they visited our country to do business in our country. Okay, why did they actually come to India and how the maps were useful for them in making what here? Making our country as their colony. See, you see that colonization or exploration and military use of and making map making we find here. So what do you mean by colonization here? We all know that we were made as colony for many European countries. So that means they came to India and they established their trade centers here in doing business. So this is what actually called colonization. What do you mean by exploration? Means what? A discovery of new places, interior parts of a world. So what were the particular continents they have been discovered or colonized here? You find North America, South America, Africa, Australia and Asia. So these are what the major continents which were actually colonized or explored by European powers, European countries. So for what region actually they have needed to know about these places to know about their climatic conditions, the crops which are grown here, and the availability of mineral resources and what are the kind of minerals are available here. So for this reason they wanted to know even the people who are living here. So for that purpose, what did they do here? The European powers they do some kind of scientific investigations. So they made lot of expenditure here to for what actually to make different maps. They invested lot of maps money for making maps to know about these places, particularly to know about the interior parts of these continents. So where the mountains are there, so where they have to cross the mountains, deserts, rivers, and the people with whom they have to fight for what purpose actually in order to acquire resources. So for all these purposes, what did help them here in this process? Yeah, maps. So maps enabled them to control the power, to control the power to control the colonial nations which they have exploited. In this manner, you see that the Britishers, so the Britishers, we know that Britishers, they ruled our country nearly about 200 years. They ruled our nation nearly about how many years? 200 years, isn't it? So in order to establish their power in our country, so the Britishers, what did they do here? They started making of maps with the interior parts. They have started making of a survey of interior parts of our country. For the purpose, what did they do here? They established a department. What the department was called? Survey of India. So what is that? The department was intended for to survey entire country and to prepare a detailed map about our nation. We all know that. What do you mean by survey? Actually, you know that when the people in our village or in our town, you may find here some people may have do the measurement of roads, areas and all. That is what called survey. So here the first person who was appointed by the British government or British East India Company, who established a colony in our country, James Rennell. So James Rennell was appointed as the first survey general in our country, and basing on the survey which was made by him, the first maps were made by the Britishers. You see that here given in this picture, the map. You can observe here that India map. You see here, children, this was the map which was prepared by Britishers in our country. So this is the map of our country. Can you observe this one? Yeah, this area. This is what the map which was prepared by Britishers during the time of the first Surveyor General. What was his name? James Rennell. Okay, later we find after James Rennell, we find most of the maps in our country are based on the maps which are prepared by this Surveyor General. Okay, we find next after Rennell, the famous person, another person who was appointed here as a Surveyor General, you find William Lambert. William Lambert in year 1802. So he also began the important surveys in our country. What was that actually basing on? What we find from the land area called Chennai. So why do you think that in order to particularly he wanted to measure the height of Himalayas? We all know that Himalayas are one of the highest colded mountains in the world. You find in which direction are they located in India? In which direction, children, you know? Yeah, very good. They are located in the north. So in this area that Himalayas are located. So you already come across in 7th class. How do we actually calculate what is the base point will be taken to calculate the height of a place? Height of a place you find here. Yeah, very good. Chennai. Why the Chennai place was taken as the base point here? Because Chennai is located by the side of sea coast. We all know that the sea coast or the sea level is the point which is taken as a 0. That is base point for calculating the height of a place. Here also the Britishers have based on this Chennai, basing on the place Chennai, that height of mountains have been calculated. So the person who belongs to British government, who started the survey of these mountains, particularly the highest peak in the world, which is what actually called Everest. So who calculated the height of this survey? You know who completed this one, which was started by who started this one, calculation of this height of mountains? Yeah, what was his name? William Lambton. So William Lambton started this one, and this process has been completed by whom? Sir George Everest. So because of that reason, that highest mount peak in the world has been named after Sir George Everest. That's why it's what called Mount Everest. You know what is the height of Mount Everest? 8,848 meters. This is the highest peak in the world, Mount Everest. So this is the process. This task was completed by whom? Sir George Everest. Okay. So now we see that Mount Everest, which is named after Sir George Everest, what we find, he followed some scientific methods in measuring the height. You know that scientific methods means what nowadays you see. For example, in order to find out a place, we are using simply Google Maps or Google location. See, we can ask your friend or somebody, your relatives, know, in order to visit their place, simply you ask them to share Google location. So this is what our scientific method. So like that he started scientific method using what he find the sea level from Chennai in Tamil Nadu. Chennai is what actually the capital of Tamil Nadu state. So we already discussed what is it. We find the height of a place will be calculated basing on the sea level, because sea is the lowest point on the earth, isn't it? Okay, now we go through, children, here the demand of maps. We know that the demand of maps means why the maps are used by the people, during what times the maps have been used. For example, if we take during the time of wars, army people or air force, so they need the maps here while fighting or having wars with other countries. Like for example, if we take our own country, so while we are fighting with any other country like Pakistan or China, so we need the help of maps. The military people need the help of maps. Why? Because to identify the different exact locations and how the army people have to approach the place. So this is very important thing for them. So for that purpose, the maps were used even during the time of two world wars. You know, children, two world wars were fought in the years 1419 to 18. The first world war. The second world war 1939 to 45. Two world wars were fought in the world, and during the time of world wars were also maps used by countries, different countries here, in order to fight with their enemies. Okay, and we see that many governments also keep detailed maps in order to fight with their enemies, and that too these maps are very secret. They won't reveal these maps. Some maps are very secret. They may be maintained by military people. So military people will maintain these maps. Okay, did you understand? So now we see that nowadays, we see that in this modern era, that is what, because of the technology and all, we are using what the maps based on satellites. So nowadays we have been observed that satellites have been sent to space. So with the help of satellites, we are making the mapping of the whole world. That's what, as I discussed now, Google, for example, Google Maps, or what we find Google location. We use Google location. All these are what actually based on what the technology use satellite images. So satellite images are most accurate maps among all. Why? Because here the maps have been developed basing on the images which were taken by what here these satellites. That's why they are what very accurate and detailed maps. Okay, and here in this process, the governments cannot preserve them for long period. They cannot maintain the secrecy here in this case of satellite images. Why? Because satellite images are available in what we find in the internet, that simply we can search through Google search messenger. So every country's map you can find in Google search map, Google Maps. So every place of the world can be identified. So this is what because of that there would be no possibility for governments to maintain secrecy, that previously how they used to maintain secrecy in maintaining maps. Okay, this information is available for all the people to study and use today. So previously the maps were used only by the governments. Nowadays they are useful and they are available for all the people. Okay, so this is what the question here you have been asked. Do you think this free access to maps is a good thing? Why? So we have discussed now, nowadays the maps are available for all the people because of satellite images which were available in the internet. So the maps which were made basing on the technology of satellites. So is it good thing that availability of this free access of maps to everyone? Do you think is it good? No. Why? Because these maps can be used by some what we find anti-social elements like terrorist, like we find some other Naxalites, we find some other people who are actually anti-social elements who may cause some threat to the society and the country. They may use these maps for their what we find for their purpose. Okay. Next, we see that why do you think the colonial powers invested so much money to prepare detailed maps? So why do you think that the colonial nations like British and other countries, they have invested a lot of money in preparing maps, detailed maps? We already discussed. These colonial powers, these countries, they need some resources of these interior parts of country, different continents, interior parts of different continents. They need some what we find resources, like what we find in our country, like we find coal, iron ore, or some other resources which are required for their country. So these resources were exported to their nations. In order to get them, they started what actually making maps here. They invested a lot of money. Okay, like you see that you have to find out some of the explorers like David Livingstone, Stanley, and we find here Stanley and Amundsen. You have to find out about their explorations, and that means what are the new places did they discover and who did sponsor them. That means sponsor means what? Who invested money, which countries did invest money for them in making maps, in discovering new places. So this is what you have to do, children. Okay, can you do this one? Okay, this is what you have to go through the study of the maps in modern times, how they have been developed and how these maps were used by different countries. Okay, you first read the text and try to understand and write, making of your own notes. Okay, thank you.